for some reason, and I don't understand it. I'm like, why don't you guys want to talk about these people and like tell people who these people are?
I think out of fear. Like he literally like still has to this day like all of my like nude pictures that we took when we were together. Like
what made it a very good first date?
The sugar daddy part. Yeah. I'm not saying this in the sugar daddy way, but somebody who can take care of me. I'm like
Financially.
Not necessarily, because I think I would drive myself crazy if I like didn't work at all.
I just feel like looking back, my mental health I didn't like love myself in my life as much as I do now. He started dating another girl and got kidnapping charge.
He broke her nose.
Because he took her phone, he broke her nose, like all this shit, dude. Like he's a crazy person. Right, like there's some honesty behind what I'm saying. It's just it doesn't need to be said.
Got it.
I mean, I don't think it's a problem unless you are like actually harming yourself in some way or harming other people. In general, the more knowledge you learn, the more anxiety you're gonna have. You're gonna know about every single possibility.
Have you ever been to therapy?
No.
Why are you saying no like that?
It makes you wiser.
Not going to.
I told you. Finally, a girl agrees with me on this goddamn podcast.
God
it's about
damn
time.
Here we go. Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us and hope you'll continue to be a part of our family for the foreseeable future. And if so, please hit the subscribe button. I am Mohammed Mulay here with my incredible co-host, Zach Evans, and our newest, well, one new and another one returning guest of the day, Raven and Bailey. Welcome. How's it going?
Hi.
Good. Thanks for having me again.
Of course.
Thanks
You were great the last time. You didn't break anything, so.
I didn't break anything. I thought about it, but.
Invited back. I had to bring my best friend back for my first time on.
Yeah, because you were scared to come alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta have the best friend moral support. You'll get better stories if there's best friends together because the other one will remember.
I agree.
The other half of the story.
Yeah. Introduce yourself, where you're from, what you do, how old you are, so on and so forth.
A lot of things. My name is Bailey. I am from Michigan. I do property management, so I manage a few buildings. And what else was there?
How old you are?
Oh, I'm 24.
When did you move to LA?
Yep, I like the questions. I moved to LA like 2 years ago.
From Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So when you were 22.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Michigan?
Same
Just
thing.
School? Oh,
Same thing.
property management in Michigan. Is this the same company or
No,
different?
I got into it when I was like 19 as like a part-time agent and then just worked my way up, and it translates very well. I could pretty much do that job anywhere.
Right.
There's apartments everywhere, so.
Yeah. How many properties do you manage currently?
2. One of the buildings is like 500 units. The other is 40.
Oh, wow. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Very
And
nice
obviously you
location.
live for free, basically.
Exactly. So that's the best part.
Yeah.
Free rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a lot of work, or I feel like it's not?
It depends on the building, really. Like it depends on the residents and like how needy they are.
Yeah.
And luckily mine, they've all lived there for like 30, 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
They all pay their rent on time because they all pay so little and don't give me any problems.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like the bigger the property is, the less work there is.
Opposite. There's more chaos there. 'Cause
Really?
There's so many more people that it's just like.
Yeah, obviously.
Well,
There's
not
more people, there's more work.
No, not in that sense. Mostly in a sense that when there's a bigger property, you have to have other people on payroll in order to take care of those issues. Whereas like when it's like a smaller place, you can't afford to pay
Very true.
those contractors. So then you have to take care of most of the work.
Exactly. So yeah, at my little building, I schedule everything. I do the inspections and all the accounting and stuff like that. But in the bigger building, there's areas for that. There's a whole maintenance. There's a whole accounting department. So I don't have to do as much over there. So in a way, it is easier. But they're both kind of equal, I'd say. Luckily.
Well, as long as I got my point across.
I guess.
I'm coming across.
What's been going on in your life, Raven?
My life, I've just been working. I work as a scientist at Cedars-Sinai. I'm 24 years old.
Every time you say that, that just drives me crazy.
Why?
I don't know. It's just when I look at you, you know, you just don't look like a scientist.
Well,
like a
I
typical
am.
what you would think of, you know?
Well, that's
You look
because
like a
you're not a
scientist in a
scientist
movie.
and you haven't seen any other scientists.
You look like a scientist on Halloween.
Yeah.
Or like
You
an
know?
anime, like an anime
Yeah.
scientist.
Yeah.
Like an evil witch scientist.
Uh-huh.
But no, anyone can do science, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's
Of
a scientist
course,
in their own
absolutely.
way.
Yeah, sure.
All you have
Not
to do is
everybody.
ask a question and answer
Trust
it.
me, I met some people in LA that No
Not
hope.
scientists.
No hope for science.
Putting your hand
True.
close to fire and not touching it again is science. You do
See, I-
things
Okay,
all
I'm
the-
a scientist.
Girls keep telling me that I have trauma and I have to deal with it. And that's what I tell them.
You
I
have
want to
what?
keep my trauma because
Yeah.
it stops me from touching the hot stove over and over.
Well, you can keep your
Oh.
trauma. It just has to be like useful. Like you
I mean,
have
I
to
want
realize like the
more
positive
trauma.
of it.
I'm trying
You
to
want more trauma.
increase my
True.
trauma.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Uh-huh.
Wisdom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
With trauma
I
comes
think
wisdom.
everybody needs trauma for sure, but
That's why I don't go to therapy.
As
I
long
don't
as
want them to
Yeah.
get my trauma
Just
away.
keep figuring
you
it
know?
out.
it won't. Your trauma
Makes you
won't go
stronger.
away. You
I
just
hug my trauma every
have
morning.
a healthy
I'm like,
way.
thank you, trauma, for helping me make good decisions
Yeah.
in my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
I
feels
won't
good to
let
talk
the
about
big
it
mean
though.
therapist take you away from me.
No.
No, you're staying. Yeah.
Yeah, but you also get to still talk about those things. It's not like it goes away.
Yeah. You need to convince the girls that I see that
Just
the trauma is a
trauma.
good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, or convince yourself.
I
already
convinced
have.
myself.
Already have.
Well, I had to argue with this girl I'm seeing because she was talking about her friend,
Mm-hmm.
and her friend's like, oh, has all this trauma because she always dates like fuckboys, sociopaths, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, this is like the 5th sociopath she's dated in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how much trauma do you need before you're like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna not touch the hot stove. I'm not gonna date the fuckboys.
Yeah,
She likes it exciting.
yeah.
Yeah.
She wants to fix people,
Mhm.
probably.
Maybe
It's not like the worst thing, but it's bad for her.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
the one that loses in the end. So.
That's true.
Bailey,
Maybe
do you
it's just
think
when
you
she's around?
possess a lot of wisdom?
Kind of.
Do you think you?
A decent
Well,
amount,
does that
yeah,
does
yeah.
that mean that you've gone through a lot of trauma?
Also, no, though. So,
So you haven't gone through a lot of
Um,
trauma, but you do think you possess a lot of wisdom.
ways. Like, a lot of trauma is so different to each individual person. So,
Mhm.
like, I guess enough trauma to make me pretty wise, I guess.
What's the most traumatic thing you've gone through?
Probably like my relationships. Like, luckily, nothing in my home life. My parents
Mhm.
are still married. That all went fine. I've got good siblings. But yeah, my relationships are probably like the worst things to happen.
How many
in my
how
life.
many relationships?
2
Okay.
ever, like real relationships.
Okay. And okay, what's the backstory? How old were you?
First relationship, we got together when we were 14. We're the same age, so we
Mm-hmm.
were 14, like sophomores in high school, and we're together like on and off, of course, high school type stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but until sophomores in college.
Mhm.
So together, you know, the on and off stuff. But after graduation of high school, like we're pretty good for like 2 years. So we move in together in 2019. And after like 1 month, we go to a music festival together. Great. We come back, we get a cat together. Awesome. And I'm like, okay, I just watched my sister get engaged to the love of her life from high school, like her high school sweetheart. So I'm like, from a small town, figured that's, you know, what
Possible.
you do. Settling down, you know, at 19 years old. So at my sister's wedding, actually, it comes August of 2019. We live together for 2 months. We have a cat together. August of 2019. I lose my phone at the reception because I was so drunk, but like it was fine. I was still having fun, but still, I used his phone to locate mine, and due to the on and off, you know, high school stuff, I of course snooped, and he messaged some girl that was like while he was at my wedding, he messaged someone who was like, "I miss you."
Mhm.
Just like 5 years, brought him to my sister's wedding,
Cheated at the wedding.
basically.
What do you mean cheated at the wedding?
I mean, if you're texting another girl while you're with your girlfriend at
Like,
your
I fully
sister's
knew the
wedding,
intention.
saying I
That's
miss
dra-
you.
That's so drastic.
No, but he has
though.
cheated though.
I understand
So
that.
it's like-
but this is what girls do. They take one thing and they blow it up so out of proportion that like if you don't, it's like if
Well, it's
you
her
just
decision.
said that
She doesn't want to
someone-
date someone who does it. It's not like you can't find another girl that will like it, but she doesn't like it, so she doesn't want to be with it. So she chooses
No,
not to
that's
be.
fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you calling it cheating. That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
definitely a form of cheating.
I mean, if you like beforehand say like, I don't want you to text somebody that you used to fuck. I miss you, because why do you miss them?
Right.
You don't miss their friendship.
Physical cheating isn't the only like form of cheating.
Yeah.
I understand that every person has a different definition of what cheating is. I think one of the most important things that every relationship should have is in the very beginning of forming a relationship, you have to have a conversation where you define what every word means to you and the terms. and the terminology and how it's used to make sure that you're on the same page.
Right, but that's also irresponsible because you can't go through every single simulation and every single thing that will ever happen in the whole entire world. So I feel like you also have a responsibility to assume and at least ask and communicate with your partner before you're going to make a decision like that then. Because they had multiple conversations before that.
After 5 years of on and off and that type of thing, exactly, it was pretty fucking obvious to not get intimately saying I miss you with somebody from our past.
Sure, I understand that, but I think calling that inappropriate is, as far as I'm concerned, the way I would define cheating, makes a lot more sense to me. But I understand if, you had a conversation with him and you were like, hey, we've been on and off, and these are the things that we've talked about. These are the things that have happened, and this is like crossing the line to me. Right. And that makes a lot more sense. So, okay. So he does that, and then you confront him at the wedding?
No. So we were on the way home when I found that.
Okay.
When I found that in the messages, and then so we get home, we're both drunk as hell. So I like sleep on the couch. He just passes out on the bed, doesn't know what's going on. And then the morning after, I text from my computer. My brother has my phone, whatever. He's gonna come get me. And perfect timing. I wake the ex up with these screaming, doing the thing. And then my brother just picked me up and we left. So I left that day. He was probably blowing me up. I barely remember it at this point because that just flipped a switch. After like the 5 years and 2 days prior, I was like, oh, I would marry him. Like, I think that I'm going to marry him, which now makes me puke. Mm-hmm. But after that happened, it was just immediate switch flipped and I was like, we're done. So the next day I came home, while he was at work, and we had 2 bedrooms. So we still had 2 beds also. I moved everything of his into one, everything of mine into another. And then we lived that way for a month. I worked in the leasing office of that building. So I was able to get myself out of it, get him a new roommate, move in with somebody else. Yeah.
What did he say? What did he do?
He probably freaked out and begged. See, like, I don't even remember at this point because I was just so turned off and like switch flipped. I didn't have any hesitation of what I was doing at all. So he was begging and crying, and then begged and cried for another like 2 years after. And then, I mean, still kind of does.
He still
now,
does.
But yeah. I
So
was
you're
just
one and done.
off. Oh yeah.
One fuck up.
No, it wasn't one. Like, we were on and off during high school, meaning as far as him not cheating, but being unfaithful in a lot of other ways with messaging other people while we were dating, seeing other people while we were dating in different ways. But it was high school type stuff. So then after we graduated high school, we thought we were grown. So tried that out. Didn't work.
So you end that relationship when you're, what was it, 19 then?
Yeah, 19, okay. 20.
And then how long were you single until you started dating the other?
Like a year and a half. Like, and then, yeah, about a year and a half, because then COVID started in like April of 2022.
So 20-ish, you meet this guy.
Yeah.
Where do you meet him?
Tinder.
Uh-huh.
So COVID just started, and like little hometown, nothing to do either way. So I'm just swiping along, and there's this one person, because we don't get, swiping through Tinder on a small town called Bath, Michigan isn't where it's at. There's a lot of fish and a lot of hunting and a lot of beer. Mm-hmm. Beer.
Sounds like Wisconsin.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Even similar accents. But I was swiping, and I actually super liked him. It was the quality of the photos, and like I knew he was like, doing something at least good for himself. So super liked him, and then we started dating at the beginning of COVID. But I call that dating loosely, because after like a year, and I moved into his house, and we went on many trips together and all this stuff. I hung out with his mom. I watched his dogs. We were never like dating or together.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Situationship.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
It was like pretty much dating without ever establishing a relationship.
One of those things you see. There's like girl begs for a title for a year, and
you were begging for a title.
Yeah.
And he wasn't giving it to you
at all. Yeah.
What was he saying? What was his defense?
It was like, what's the difference?
So what's the trauma in that relationship?
He was still fucking other people the whole time.
Did he tell you this?
No.
How did you find out?
He lived with my ex.
That's part of it. And even before that, he had brought me to a gathering with another girl that he had just a couple weeks prior, and I've been there the whole time, the past couple of months. And then one of the girls brought me over to the side and was like, by the way, they hooked up like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so did this one tell you that you guys were exclusive and he wasn't hooking up with other people, or you had just assumed this?
No. So like I knew it was all happening. So that's also why I was like begging for the title.
Oh, okay. So he didn't technically cheat then.
No, I didn't say cheat.
We didn't say cheat.
We didn't say cheat.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard that. Okay, so then. Okay, so you were essentially dating a fuckboy.
Yeah.
Expecting for you to become the one, and you just never did.
Okay, well, so he's a YouTuber, and he had a lot of money. Nobody in our little town has a lot of money, so that was also fun because he was taking me on like trips. Like we went to Vegas like a couple weeks after meeting him, and all throughout COVID, we were like traveling, just going places, doing things. He ended up moving out here. I drove out here with him. We like visited back and forth often, but then ended up just calling it quits after I couldn't get him to give me a title when I lived in his house. Hung out with his mom like weekly.
Well, you seem like a fairly well-rounded person. So what I don't understand though is, to me it sounds like you knew what you were getting yourself into.
Yeah. No, a little bit.
Now that you look back, do you think to yourself, like, I'm the one who fucked up? Like, I shouldn't have gave myself false hope?
Definitely in a little bit of a way. Like, not fully blaming it on myself, but in a little bit of a way. It's like, I knew the whole time, like, what he was doing, and then I continued to go back to it. Not the whole time.
Yeah, but you validated his actions, though.
By going back to him?
Yeah, by being with him.
Yeah.
Because the reality of it is, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he didn't do anything wrong at all.
Right.
Because during the time, he didn't commit to you. He said he wasn't going to commit to you. It was clear that he was going to go fuck other girls. And then you just kept validating that by giving up your part of the equation. No?
I feel like she was getting a lot of other things from that relationship outside of, like, I feel like her biggest priority at the time wasn't thinking about, like, what we're going to be in 5 years. Right. I think it was just, like, she was just kind of going with the flow and seeing, like,
but that's precisely my point. Right. You were benefiting from whatever else was being given during that time. So then your priorities had shifted.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And then once you came to and you're like, okay, these things I'm done with. I'm satisfied. I'm at my limit with these, with, you know, whatever benefits you were getting. Now all of a sudden you want to, you know, get the relationship exclusive and you don't want anybody else to be involved, and you started having feelings. Right.
Well, it was always like that from the start, and it was like something he knew, and something I knew as well that he knew and went against. But I didn't, so I knew once and then went back again. But then I didn't know about a lot of other things that happened pretty much after. So not like fully, but the one time.
So now you're single.
Yes.
And how long have you been single?
3 years.
3 years you've been single.
I don't know.
And but by choice, or is it that you just can't find people?
That's like the same thing. It's by choice because like nobody.
Well, no, it's like by choice meaning that means if you're single by choice, essentially means you're not open to dating, you're not dating. Whereas if you can't find people, is that you are open to dating, so you're going on dates, you're actually seeing people, but you can't find the right person.
Correct, that one. Yeah.
Okay, so the latter.
Yeah.
So, what's the latest date you went on?
I haven't been on a real date in.
What's the real date
like
versus what you've been on?
A real date would be like a guy being like let me take you out for an actual date.
So you just go to people's houses. And
right.
They just hit you up, come over.
You just smoke weed and look at TikTok videos.
Yeah, that's one thing. No. No, but like a formal date, I haven't really been asked out on one in a little over a year. I went on one successful
by someone you would consider.
One pretty successful one.
By someone you would consider.
Right after I moved
People
here.
ask.
That one could. Yeah, right. But one successful date soon after I moved here, and that was like the only real like formal date I like was asked on.
Why didn't it work out?
It worked out for a little while. It was a situationship, and he reached out to me to take me out, and I was like, sure, why not? But I was a little bit sketched out because I just moved here and I didn't know like intentions or anything. or who this fucking guy was in general. So because he found me on Instagram. So I gave him her address, picked me up like around the corner. He was not.
Hey, don't kill me.
Like,
kill my friend instead.
I was like scared. No, but it wasn't like a building that he could see or anything. He just said the address. But ended up being a sugar daddy-ish situation. Situationship. Sugar daddy situationship.
That's so nice of you.
Someone was benefiting and
so
someone thought we were in a relationship.
I was gonna say that's nice of you to call
Who
it.
thought what?
I flipped the script from previous relationship.
So you started playing the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds like you're still playing the game.
No, not with him.
Well, no, just in general.
Yeah, because like now I feel like out here and just like the type of guys that are out here bring me back to the fact that there's like have not found any.
You think it's
valid
LA?
Options. Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that?
Just very casual dating and like hooking up.
So many options.
And that's wrong.
This is what bothers me with this type of mentality. I think people open themselves up to the lifestyle, and so therefore that is what you start to attract.
Right.
And the reality of it is, if you started saying no to this type of situationship, not actually dating and just like people asking you to hang out, then you'll start to attract people who actually want to take you seriously and take you on dates and want to be in a relationship. But people always blame, whether it's LA or like the people in LA, like he does it all the time, right? He's like, people in LA are this and that, and like there are all these games, and like, but the reality of it is like we're surrounded by douchebags who constantly want to fuck each other over, and nobody gives a fuck about anybody else. Right. But the minute you start to cut off those people out of your friend group and don't hang out with those acquaintances or whatever the case is, then you start to attract people who you actually get along with that have the same type of mentality. Right. You're a good friend.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
You're in the same situation than she is.
Yeah. Well, no, we do a lot of like wholesome things. Like we really do. Like we don't just hang out with people that go out and go club and like want to be in whatever scene in LA. Like we go
like tubing.
We go tubing.
Right.
We go play pickleball.
We're in a book club.
We were in a book club. Like
we boogie board in the summer.
We boogie board. We go to the beach. We go hiking. We work out. Like we do a bunch of other activities.
Those are great things.
Yeah.
But you're doing those things together.
Ooh, I got one.
No, not always.
I got one that collides the stories. So,
not always.
I go to a hot yoga studio in Santa Monica. My first time going there. Cool. I don't like make eye contact with anybody. I just walk in, go to the counter, check in, go put my stuff in a cubby, and then get into my class. I come out of my class, and there is, on the way in, I might have noticed somebody mildly attractive sitting, getting done with a class. So I set my stuff down, go into class. I come out of class and there's a note on my stuff that was like super cute, wholesome. Met him at a cute, wholesome place. Hey, my name's blank. I think you're beautiful. I would love to hang out. Here's my Instagram. Here's my number. It's sweet. I'm geeked. I was so excited. I was like, this is the kind of guy that, you meet in a wholesome place and this could be a good relationship.
God damn it.
We hang out like 2 or 3 times. His ex is still all over his Instagram, which is like, okay. But he said, like, we had talked about it. He said that they'd been out of the relationship for 2-3 months and he just wasn't ready to do that.
Sure.
Okay. Still just weird in general. But we hang out once and that was like a really good first date then, I guess. Okay. So then there's another one. But that was a really good first date. And I was like, had high hopes. But then we plan to hang out another couple days later. Cancels. It's like stands me up the day of, does it again like the next couple days. And I was like, I'm just not trying to like mess around. I'd made it very clear. I'd set the boundary and be like, I'm not looking for anything like short or stupid or like casual. I was like, I'm actually looking for something. And he was like, no, I totally get that. If you want to just come over tonight, I'll explain everything. So I was like, fuck it. Let's just hear what he has to say about canceling on me twice. And said that he was completely just dating this other girl that was in Dallas. And he was trying to cut it off with her. Just tells me this crazy story about her being at his place. And like, he told me to hang out with him, but she was there. And that's why he canceled. And then I was just like, okay, this is
the
too
ex.
much drama.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is a different guy. I just met at yoga.
No. I'm saying this is the ex that he was talking about.
No,
Different
girl.
Oh, different girl.
Which
has
is like,
nothing to do with the ex.
yeah, like all the power to him, but I just didn't know why he would like involve me in that drama so hard.
Mm.
So hardcore. And so, yeah, I left. And that was
I mean,
that.
I think the reality of the whole LA environment is, okay, guys always complain, oh, all these girls, they just care about money and status and clout, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the girls complain, oh, all these guys are fuckboys, they're just trying to fuck 1,000 girls. But the reality is, that's because as guys, we're going after super beautiful girls who have options to go hang out with celebrities and blah, blah, blah. So, like, I don't complain about, like, that because it's like, I could just do what my mom wants me to do and find a nice girl at church who's like a 6.5 and like, oh, but your personality's good and like settle down. None of these issues, right? And then on the flip side, girls always go for guys who are like, they have to have like 2 out of 3. Either they're like tall, rich, and charismatic. Mm-hmm. Either they're like tall and rich, or they're tall and charismatic, but they're not rich, whatever. So those guys have access to so many girls that just like, if you're a guy in that situation, like, you're not going to settle down with like one chick, you know, unless you catch him at that right time where he's like really trying to settle down.
Does a part of you think that that guy had good intentions and maybe was a good person, but being in between, having just gotten out of the relationship that he was in, made him not realize where he's at emotionally?
Yeah, definitely could have been. But again, it's just like I was the victim in that little drama cyclone in that moment. So I
also
just
pretty
didn't like to be
older
involved
than
in
you,
that.
right?
Yeah, 33.
Yeah.
So I also figured that like an older man would have his head on his shoulders and not do things like that. But I clowned myself. Like,
right.
My expectations were high.
You would think.
Right.
Yeah, you would think.
You'd think an adult.
Unfortunately.
Thinking adults.
See, I think, yeah. So what are the age limit? Like, what's the oldest you've dated?
40.
Okay. And then what's the youngest you've dated? 12 or?
Never younger than me.
No, nobody younger than you.
Never.
Okay. So never.
I ain't no pedophile.
Yeah.
No.
You hear that?
Ain't
You're in a
nobody's mom
relationship
either.
and one person's younger.
Okay,
fucked.
so the 40-year-old didn't work out because
It's that one's casual.
the what?
It's casual.
Casual. Okay,
Yeah.
so he was a sugar daddy
I'm fine
essentially.
with that. No, not at all.
Just some random person
It's
you
just-
didn't really see a future with.
It's just casual.
Got it.
That's a current.
Oh, that's what's going on right now.
on something maybe.
Are you with? Okay, so let's talk about him. What's wrong with him?
Nothing.
Nothing. The 41.
I don't think he doesn't want to settle down.
He does or he doesn't?
No.
Oh, he
But
doesn't.
I'm not forcing it. That's why I know where I'm at with that one.
Okay. So he doesn't want to settle down. You're okay with it. No problem. Why doesn't he want? Have you talked to him about it or?
It kind of just started.
That's
Okay. I feel. Do you have a lot of like deep conversations with these people or no?
No,
Why not?
because I already know what the situation is at the moment, and I didn't need more from it.
I'm just talking about in general though, not this specific person. Like, do you think like when you go into something, do you think to yourself, okay, I should have some deep conversation to understand like where their head's at from the get go, or you just kind of assume?
No, I assume.
What? But why? But why not have like deeper conversations?
I can't really think, like in the situation that I'm referring to now with the 40-year-old, that I don't want anything more from it at the moment either. So we're just chilling. The other previous very good first date that I went on before that, that one went well for a while, and the situationship sugar daddy situation, that one I had expressed my boundaries many a time. So we'd definitely have the deep talks there.
What made it a very good first date?
The sugar daddy part.
Yeah. What did it do?
So we go to Mastro's, which I was already like, slay, this is expensive, nice, whatever, order whatever. And then we go hang out and smoke, and offered to buy me my Louis. It's over there. But I got my Louis the first night, just hanging out.
Damn. Very
Smoking
nice.
weed.
So, okay. Oh, Jesus.
Also 33, so like wasn't old, crusty, dusty, or anything.
33.
Just had to put that out
for a
there.
dude. Yeah.
Just had to put that out there.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one wasn't. He was just suffocating. So it was like I did express
Who was
my boundaries.
suffocating?
Him.
Why was he suffocating?
I expressed my boundaries many times. I was
There's
just
too many purses.
from-
You couldn't breathe.
true.
Yeah.
From day one, I told him I was like, I don't want to date you. Like, I don't want a relationship. I'm just moved here. I'm hanging out. We're vibing. We're hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just, you know, thought he could buy me. Also, I let it happen, of course, because I knew on the other hand that I'm just chilling, but he wasn't gonna stop because he
She
was still
told him.
trying.
That's fair game.
Still working
That's
for
fair
it.
game.
And I told him multiple times, even throughout, he would, you know, do the little, oh, I care about you so much. And I'd be like, I care, but we're just friends. Like, we're just hanging out. So yeah, that progressed pretty well.
Do you think that you've become incredibly jaded?
Yes.
Okay. What's an ideal
Very
man?
aware. I'm not saying this in the sugar daddy way, but somebody who can take care of me. I'm in like
Financially.
Not necessarily, because I think I would drive myself crazy if I like didn't work at all.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody that can take care of me in more of like a manly sense, as far as I see like my type being very, very manly.
Mm-hmm.
Very masculine.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to get into like the, you know, shallow features of saying the basic, you know, tall thing. I'm short, but I would of course prefer somebody taller.
What's the height limit?
Like short? Like how short?
Yeah.
Opposite. I can do like probably a little 5'10".
Little fun.
And that's when they lie about it too. So
Uh-huh.
Right.
I could do
That's
that.
happened.
Yeah.
So you're saying a real 5'10", or are you saying 5'10" on Tinder, but really is like
A
5'10"?
real
5'9".
5'10".
No, a real 5'10". A
Okay.
real 5'10". Like somebody was like, oh, I had 5'11" on their whatever Rio profile. 5'11". You can Google him. 5'9".
Yeah.
You can't.
We hung out. That
Uh-huh.
one was also promising. And then, so yeah, I'm trying. But this one
She's trying.
I found on the app. So it's like also I'm not looking in.
Okay, let's put
Good
a
places.
pin in that one. We'll come back to it,
Yeah.
but continue with the ideal man
I don't even know.
traits.
I can only think of like stereotype of like a very gentleman, manly. See, I'm reading books right now, and then that's just putting all these things into my head that are like way over the top. So just really manly, respectful.
A dad.
A dad, literally.
Putting things in your head. What things?
Oh, books are fun. Well, we read literally
We
smut.
smut books.
So it's like basically porn
Yep.
type.
Uh-huh.
But like with the storyline, a real good storyline. But
That's why I watch porn.
All fiction.
yeah.
Make believe.
Storyline and character development. Mostly,
Right.
Yeah.
The character development.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no. Ideal though, to continue on that, somebody that I'd be able to like go to the gym with, go on hikes with, like do the things that like obviously we both like to do.
Same
We'd
interests.
like to have some common interests with
Mhm.
a significant other.
Mm-hmm. What are your 5 top activities you're passionate about? Hobbies, whatever.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Working out, hanging out with my friends, my family. Does that count? You say things or like just generalities?
I don't particularly consider hanging out with people
Okay.
an activity, but sure.
Oh, that's such
I
an
think it
activity.
is.
That's
Socializing.
Yeah, I actually
We do so
agree.
many things. I like yoga. I actually like being outside, swimming,
You like sports.
sports, playing sports, watching sports.
Got it. Okay, so you started dating you matched on Raya with some famous person.
Sure.
And
Oh,
then,
famous.
well, I mean, if you could Google them and their height comes up, I would say they're fairly famous now.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, public knows who this person is.
Sure.
Okay.
F
So-
list.
Huh?
F list. E.
F-E.
Z list.
Is that English? Wait, what are you saying?
Like, just like
F-list.
a
Like, you know those
lower-
A-list celebrity? They're like, oh, he's a
ABCD.
Z-list celebrity.
Ah,
Like,
got
the
it.
bottom. Yeah.
Okay. So you start hanging out with this reality TV star.
Okay, no.
Let's
go athletes.
And then
Let's go athlete department.
athletes.
There we
Okay,
go.
sure, great. And then you go on your first date.
Sort of. That one. So that wasn't a first date situation. That was a after
Come over
party,
situation.
but like with people. So it was a group hang. After party. Hung out again. Promising that night was just like getting to know each other, asking each other questions. And then saw each other a few more weekends because he was living in San Diego. And then was like, oh, thinking about moving up here. Like we'd see each other a little bit more constantly. We never, again, talked about exclusivity. It was never like that. But then one weekend was just like, oh, moving up to LA. He was between like Airbnbs and shit like that. So I was like, okay, random. He didn't even like tell me he was already moving there, but I was like, cool. Not like he has to tell me, but if we were kind of like talking at the time. Either way, moves to LA, and then I see him maybe like one time because he's moves to LA to live on his friend's couch. And sends me a picture of the screen that's playing Dodgeball, like the movie Dodgeball, and goes, "You want to come over tonight and share the couch?"
He's like, the dodgeball will get her.
Yeah. So then after that, I was just a little like, okay,
Crazy.
he's just sofa surfing, using it.
Yeah, he just wanted to stay at your house.
No, I
honestly.
literally think that's the thing. So, yeah, just didn't want to stay in like his boy's apartment or something.
So, but that turned you off as opposed to his personality.
Yeah, well, also his personality.
personality.
We just didn't vibe. He was very religious, and I'm very not. So like that.
That typically
I
just
clashed. I tried to make it work, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't work.
That always never does.
So it was a combination of things.
Interesting. Raven, let's talk about you. What the fuck's going on?
Just like as of late,
Yeah.
not seeing anyone. Pretty much.
Is it the same situation as Bailey? Are you still like hanging out with people? Or?
Yeah, like I'll casually hang out with people, but it's nothing serious, really. I feel like I'm just like have a very specific idea of what I want.
Which is?
I don't know, just like
I have a very specific
Okay,
idea
it's
of
just
what I want. What is it? I don't know.
you would have to see them. Like it's just like little mannerisms that you wouldn't be able to like explain in like one word. But like it would have to be somebody who's intelligent. I feel like I like really like learning about social issues and like helping people. Like I have a nonprofit with my dad, so I would like somebody that was like considerate of other people, like on top of being considerate for me. Someone that is funny. Like they have to be funny, they have to be lively, social. So it's just really about finding like a best friend, I guess. Like they have to be my best friend.
Got it. And so the guys that you're meeting, they're just crazy toxic men who don't have any of these characteristics, or what?
No, I think I'm avoiding the crazy toxic. I think I'm more just like going for people that are just for fun, like people that I'm attracted to, and I'm just like, okay, let's do this for fun, and then when I find my real husband, I'll go talk to him. But no, the two people that I dated before were super toxic, and I had 2 4-year relationships. I feel like we're kind of in the same boat, where we had our like 4-year high school relationship. He cheated on me so many times. I was just young, and I like wanted to be right in the situation, so I would get back together with him to like not look stupid. I thought it made me look less stupid to stay with him. But yeah, I finally got out of that relationship, and then I was single for about 1.5 years, and then started dating a guy that I went to like music festivals with. We were all friends. It was super fun at the time. He kind of was my best friend. I didn't like him for like 7 months. But I think it's like a proximity relationship. When you're like around somebody all the time, you kind of just get comfortable with them and used to them. So he was kind of my best friend at the time, so I gave him a chance. And it just was one of those things, is he worked so hard to get me and was super, super kind to me, like public affection, told everyone he liked me, super faithful. But then once he like had me, he like really wanted to bring me down and became very, very toxic. Like he would like to do things that kind of hurt me because he knew that it brought me down. And like I feel like he would see, like after we started dating, he would see how much like attention I would get for people. And I'm very loyal. So like I'm not even replying to a DM. I'm not following people. Like I'm even like more loyal than you even need to be. But he just would like accuse me of a lot all the time, be very just crazy in general. Like he did some crazy things to me. He really abused me looking like back on it. Like he would, like I was behind a guy in line at a bathroom and we're not even dating at this point. Like we broke up because I found out he did a bunch of shit to me. Like we were not together. I was behind a guy in line for the bathroom and he came up and spit on me in front of everyone. And like it was just kind of one of those things is that all my friends were friends with this guy. So like if I didn't want to stop seeing him, or like if I didn't want to see him, like I still had to. Like every single one of my friends were friends with him. And it wasn't one of those things where people were like kind of believing me. And I also wasn't really admitting to a lot of what was going on behind because I didn't want people to like pick sides. Like I was just concerned. Like he also like would do crazy things to me where he would like make me cry literally and then record me, take videos of me, and then like threaten to post them if like we broke up or if I did anything to him. He also like cut my curling irons, my straighteners. He would put like dirty water on my bed from flowers. Like he just would do like some psycho things. And like he started doing those things when he was like we were broken up the first time and he was using drugs. So like I was like, okay, like we broke up for a while, like pretty much a year, and then COVID happened and he got sober. And it was kind of just COVID, like you can't really do anything, you're stuck in your hometown. So I tried it again. We both moved to California, and then I was stuck in a lease with him for a year. So that's when it got really like actually abusive and toxic, and like him doing those like psychologically and physically abusive things to me. But I was stuck in a lease with him, so it was like kind of hard to get out. And he was paying like majority of the rent as well, but it was right next to my work. So I wanted to keep the apartment, but it was just about like finding somebody else to come in and like him actually agreeing to leave the apartment and just like basically figuring out what next to do. But I called Bailey and I called my friend Bella and I begged them to move to Los Angeles. She was already kind of considering it. But yeah, so then we all three moved in together, and it was like the day that he walked out of my life, I didn't cry once. Like I had spent like 3 to 4 years on and off with him, and I have not shed a tear like since he walked out of my life. Haven't even thought about him. Like just am so happy and like relieved to be away from him. And then the last year I just feel like I was kind of turned off from relationships in general because I just like didn't want somebody else like messing with my happiness or like affecting me in that way. And I also needed to figure out like what I wanted, but it was also very clear like that I couldn't be in something like that again. So I feel like it's like helped me in some ways by like making me more like looking for more mature people and just like knowing red flags. But it was a waste of time for sure.
Yeah, You've grown so much though since that, like thinking about that like literal call. And then like because I've known everything, I've been here the whole time. Like we kind of met through him, unfortunately, to give him the credit. But seeing her growth just since like being in that relationship in that dark time, and it was like I knew what she was going through and was there and was trying my best. Yeah, and then really obviously when she was here, it was harder. But then I also still knew what was going on. I was visiting pretty frequently too. And then I just like, had to pull the trigger.
Yeah. It was one of those situations too when everyone's friends with them, it's like becomes like hard for people to like believe you. And like I always kind of like gaslit myself into thinking like, oh, I would be a bad person if I like ruined somebody else's life by like admitting what they did to me. So I feel like I kept a lot of things silent. So just to have someone on my side that like believed me and I could talk to like helped me so much, like just get out of it. But it was like one of those things where he even just met me at a time that I was going through something like really, really dark. And so I think he just kind of caught me at a time that I was like emotionally vulnerable, and then we got close and it was just really hard to get out of. But
what do you mean you were going through something very dark?
I had just lost my sister to fentanyl, and then my parents like separated, and I had just like a lot of like death like surrounded me. On top of like being a teenager in relationships that are like cheating on you, I had really bad anxiety and depression because of it. I had a lot of positives like in that time, but I just feel like looking back, my mental health I didn't like love myself in my life as much as I do now.
Was he doing a lot of these things while he was on drugs, or was being on drugs the result of why he was doing these things?
No. I think that just like in my head, like when he was doing
you had
those
justified
things,
it.
I justified it from that because I had like lived with an addict like you know that there's like so many positives. Like they're not the same at all.
Right.
But like I get it when somebody's not acting the way that you normally expect them to. It's also different dealing with a woman and a man. Like my sister, like she wasn't like that or like violent or anything. But of course, like she was my best friend. I didn't even see bad things, but you know, people just don't act the same sometimes, you know? So I think it just kind of was like a trauma point for me, but I've realized it and moved on from it.
Grown.
Do you think it's possible that when you lost your sister to that, you kind of saw something in him thinking that maybe you could help him because you couldn't help your sister?
No, like at first I didn't even really put the two and two together like that. Like he wasn't really like doing drugs that bad when I first met him even. Like it was just like casual, like going to EDM festivals and trying stuff and whatever. It got bad later. Like it wasn't when we first met. So it wasn't really a factor when we first met. At first he was like so nice. I would kind of say it was love bombing though, because it was just like 7 months of like obsession, and then like as soon as we started dating it like flipped, like switch. And like he has something wrong with him though, because like right when we first broke up, like one of the things he said to me is like, there's two people inside me, one that like likes you and one that hates you. Like he would just say like so out of pocket, like crazy shit. Like he is a narcissist, like to a T. Like he's good at psychologically getting
manipulating you.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So
he also had a lot of support from his parents. So
what do you mean support?
like if he would do anything for me, they would like do anything to me, they would come for me and like say that it was my fault and that they were gonna try to like that I was lying.
We would back him up.
Yeah, and like always like I like would try to like I would want to get the law involved because there was times that it was like seriously messed up, and then they would just like, and they're super rich and like I don't come from money, so like he's already like they've already bought him off out of some shit. Like after we broke up, he got in another abusive relationship and literally had to move back home from California to Michigan for like abusing her, and they like paid his way out. But that was like another thing that kept me in, because like there's two adults and like I want to respect them, like I want to be like level to level with them, but it was just like I don't know, like it's hard when there's like people ganging up on you.
What happened, Bailey?
Yeah, reversing on the fact that you were so validated, and he ended up doing the same shit to another girl here soon after their relationship. Because it was like within the past
like 6 months,
yeah,
dude.
and
he started dating another girl and got kidnapping charge.
He broke her nose
because he took her phone. He broke her nose. Like all this shit, dude. Like he's a crazy person. And then he's at home right now, like living there and just like not telling anyone. Like he's just like I'm back from California, like doing podcasts too. Like
he's doing podcasts.
He's doing podcasts.
His parents
too.
bailed him out, and now he's back to
now he's
thinking that he's like the big dog of that town, because now he can't leave that town.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like I don't know, I really could have told a lot of people, but also it's just like I don't have the energy for it. And
well,
I don't have
you're telling people now.
I know. I'm trying to. You asked. I'm not going out of my way, but
yeah, no, we want to know. We want to know what he did.
Yeah, but yeah. So he kind of showed everyone. There, like a lot of his friends do know, and they have like apologized to me now, and like a lot of people feel bad that I was going through it alone. Like obviously had her, but like
so validated though.
Yeah, it kind of like, and it was a bittersweet feeling too, because I obviously don't want like another girl to go through what I went through by all means, but it also like at the same time like it felt kind of good, because I was like, wow, like it really wasn't like, I don't know, like I blamed myself for so much. Not saying that I didn't have like he really brought out the worst in me, like seriously. I'm not saying that I didn't do well anything, like yeah, no, for sure, because he was making me like literally insane, like it was crazy. But yeah, so it just kind of like helped me a little bit, like get closure on that. Not closure, but like just
validation.
It validated that it was trauma and not just like my fault completely.
Right.
Yeah. And it helps just put it behind you.
So you said that he did some stuff where you had to call the cop, or you wanted to call the cops.
Yeah.
What was he doing that was that?
Damn.
Crazy.
Damn. This is gonna come out. Well, he broke my teeth.
He broke your teeth?
Yeah, he broke my
teeth.
He
punched you in the face?
No, he threw my phone at me.
Oh.
Yeah, I like didn't want him to leave. This was like kind of toxic too, but he threw his. Oh my God, I was like, wait.
What did happen?
What did happen? This is like, sorry, I'm scared. But okay, no, that was like the story that like we would tell people is that I got hit with a phone at the bar or something.
You got hit with a phone.
Yeah, like and
like you're walking.
I don't think anyone really
like it was normal.
I don't think anyone really believed it.
No.
Like I don't know like how people didn't say anything, but I had a huge black eye and like my front of my teeth chipped right there. And his mom would take me to school every day with my big ass black eye, and nobody really said anything. I avoided my parents because I felt so bad. Like it was just like one of those things where like he's just so immature in general. Like I don't know. So I feel like I always took it as like you're a kid as opposed to like you're a criminal. But he actually is like a man now. We were kids. He's a man now. He can't act
Still
like
doing
that.
the same thing.
But what was leading to these fights?
Like I don't even know, me drinking or something. Like if I went with him, like if a guy flirted with me, he just hated me. He would really say mean things to me all the time in public. Like he would treat me so good when we were alone, and then we would go out in public and we were in front of somebody and he would just say something so out of pocket about me, or be like tell guys that girls are hot to like look cool in front of them. And it's just like, do whatever you want, but just like don't act like two different ways. Like I don't know.
It comes from insecurity.
Yeah, and it was just like, I don't know. He just would always accuse me. Like for once, okay, so we lived together in Los Angeles. And he had gone on a trip with his parents, and he just said that he had super, super bad anxiety and like really hated his life or whatever. And for who knows why, maybe he did something or something and felt bad and like hated himself. But I come home and he comes home, we go to a Super Bowl party with all of his friends. I go to the bathroom and I'm in there for like 5 minutes, like literally just going to the bathroom. And I come out and we were good like all day, like kissing, like we had missed each other, and we're kind of like broken up at this point, but like we were still kind of like we lived together. Like we were trying to make it like comfortable by the lease. Like I come out of the bathroom, he's red in the face, and he's like, she was just fucking texting guys in there. Like I know she's cheating on me. Like she's talking to other guys, blah, 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 blah. Like gets up, starts screaming at me, calling me a slut, calls me a cum bucket, like just crazy, like fucking out of pocket things that you do not say to a woman. Like pushes me in front of all of his friends. I know the cum bucket is kind of funny, but like just like pushing me in front of his friends, leaves me, and like mind you, this is all his friends. Like not a single one of my friends is there. It's literally just his friends. Leaves me there with all his friends, and they're like, what happened? Like, did you do something? And I was like, I literally like did not. Like he would just freak out on me all the time. So he probably was doing some shit, and then it just made him like assume that like I was doing it too or something. Like I don't know. He's crazy.
No, literally.
Like he's literally just crazy. Like I really wish I had an explanation.
What is this podcast about?
I mean, crazy stories.
He talks about his own.
Oh yeah, he talks about his music. Dude, I'm like really like people are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. But
I just basically dropped 3 of mine, so
you don't want to get talked about.
You
probably
asked.
shouldn't do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing about people is, especially with women, we've like anytime we have a guest on here and they've gone through some traumatic experience with an ex or something, they for some reason, and I don't understand it, I'm like, why don't you guys want to talk about these people and like tell people who these people are?
I think out of fear. Like he literally like still has to this day like all of my like nude pictures that we took when we were together. Like he has videos of me crying. He has videos of me. He would literally like push me and then take a video of me bawling my eyes out and be like, she just hit me.
Yeah.
And like in the videos, I think like if people saw them, they would realize that he's crazy, because I think it.
There was a point he sent it to me as
like,
if like I
send
would
them to
fucking
my
try to
friends.
believe him, or like I don't.
It just like was in, like a situation that was dangerous. I lived with him. I was very scared of him. Like there was times I had to leave and like go in my car or like lock my door, and just like it was just a scary situation. Like it was like one of those situations. I think like in a domestic violent relationship, on average, it takes girls like 3 to 6 times to get out of it, just because it's so psychologically abusive. You're so tired. Like I don't even know how to explain my mental health when I was there. Like I was a twig for once. Like I don't like I just like was just so sick.
You were skinnier than this?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, like in general, I've always been small, but like it's just like the extent that it was at. Like I look back and I'm like, I do not look healthy. Like I don't know, but it's just like you don't have energy to like get out of it. Like it was like there was days where I seriously would go to work and I would just go to bed like for weeks, because it was like so physically and emotionally taxing that like I didn't have the energy to get out of it. Like it was pretty fucked
Let
up.
alone being in a lease that just put so many other strains on
Yeah.
you.
Like just in a lease, like also like we had just moved together. I knew no one. Like I did know people and I made great friends, and like actually the few friends that I knew are the reason that I finally was like, I'm going to get out of this because it's going to be okay. Like I called her on FaceTime and I was like, I do not know what to do. Like, I don't know who I'm going to live with next year. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. I don't like have that many friends. Like I do know friends, but I'm not comfortable enough to ask them to live with me yet. Like I was getting settled in my job. Like I was working a 9-to-5. I only had like an extra like $300 a month left. And like I already was in a pretty like cheap lease. So it was just like, I had to figure it out on my own, but I really just changed like the way that I was working. I started working more, working harder, and now I'm like so financially stable and my work is going so well. I've never felt like this in my life, and it really just took me like being on my own. As soon as he was away from me though, like it was like day and night. Like I was so motivated. Everything like the way I was before I met him came like immediately right back.
Literally like free.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like the extent of the trauma that you went through with him also has had an effect on your current dating life, because perhaps any new relationship or any situationship you even get to, you all of a sudden start to second guess yourself, whether what's in front of you could even believe.
Yeah, I think, for sure. I mean, I'm definitely a lot more picky in general, but like I don't know.
Haven't even gotten that far yet to like.
Don't know.
Really like somebody enough to like worry about how they're gonna treat
me
you in the long term.
Like I haven't even said that I have feelings for someone.
Right.
Like I've never since being single, I'm just like.
But do you think that's because you've been blocked off to it altogether?
No, I mean a part of me like felt ready from the get-go because I had emotionally gotten out of that relationship so long before that. So like I had more in that relationship. Like at the beginning I felt like kind of like, okay, let's get to the next, but then I like kept myself out of it just because I'm like, okay, I know I need time for myself, like just have fun. But I feel like I'm open to it. I was thinking the other day that I do feel like more ready now. Like it's been like 2 years
Almost.
It's been like 1.5
from, like,
or
me
2.
moving here.
But yeah, so I feel ready again. I feel open to it, but I don't know. I don't want to get fucked over, so I'm only going to talk to people that I actually feel like are worth my time.
Right. Makes sense. I'm going to ask this question from each of you about the other person. Okay, so we'll start with you. What is Bailey's most toxic trait?
Her most toxic trait?
I don't mind. It's easy.
I feel like she just like she's very chill and like nice and understanding of others. So I feel like she avoids, but like
that's the word
avoids conflict with like her partners. Like so like
I'm a runner.
If she really doesn't care,
You're avoidant.
Yeah, like if she
100%.
doesn't like how something's happening, like she rather be like done than be like stop doing this to me. But also like it's a good thing because that's like why we balance each other so well, because I'm super confrontational. I'm like do this, like where she's like not. So I feel like sometimes we can give each other advice on like what to say or do. But I feel like it has given her a lot of success because like if out of all of our friends, she's definitely like the most open to relationship and attracts the most guys that want relationships. Like she like always has a guy that's trying to get in a relationship with her.
That's
and
my
like
thing is I try them out a little too often.
Yeah, but I feel like it's good because you know it's not gonna work, and then you put a boundary and you leave. So
Yeah.
it can be a positive at the same time. But I just also like there's been times though where a guy will do her wrong, and like if it's not something worth breaking up over, but it's still hurtful, she won't even say that it's hurtful because it's not worth like they're not gonna break up. So why would she like go that far to it? So like I feel like she lets things slide that shouldn't fucking slide.
Right. Yeah, that was the last one. The one that lived here, YouTuber boy.
Interesting.
Let it happen.
What's Ravens?
As you just kind of gave it to me, you are confrontational, which is a good thing, But obviously just showing from the last relationship that didn't go very well.
Yeah.
But that's because he sucks too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're a good arguer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good when it's needed.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't say what her good trait is. I said, what is her toxic trait?
Like she's saying like
That could be a
like
toxic
me,
trait.
I'm
Sometimes.
sensitive. Well, not even like a blow up, but like I will bring something up.
She'll
like
make it known if she's
it's sensitive.
like opposite of mine. She'll definitely make it known if she's like more hurt about something and will
Mhm. Like I do not let things
Bring it up.
slide.
But
And,
being
like I really
confrontational.
hate.
But why would you consider being confrontational a toxic trait?
because mine's the opposite and I run away.
It's just because like
So in my own standpoint, that's something I
Okay.
wouldn't do.
like
'cause
for
I
example, like something
don't.
would bug me,
I
and
see what
she
you're
would
saying.
not think that it would be something that I need to be upset about, like type of thing.
Right.
But I will say it. Like she'll be like, "Oh, not really worth it," but I'll be like, "I don't care. I'm saying it." Like,
Right, like
Right.
the same thing could happen to either one of us, and
Mhm.
then that's what I mean. Is like I would completely like avoid it, and then she would bring it up.
mhm.
Well, it also depends on how you're confronting people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a line between confrontation and being communicative.
Yeah.
Because if you're communicating your thoughts and feelings
Yeah.
in a calm manner, then
Yeah.
you're effectively
I'm
getting your point across.
confrontational though.
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm like gonna lay it all out like too honestly. Like I will be like
Is
a
it too
little bit-
honestly or angrily?
Like it's rude. I shouldn't say that.
Okay.
I shouldn't say that. Not always to everyone, but like if I'm really like if you really hurt me,
Can you think of an example? Or maybe Bailey could think of an example. I don't know.
something with Michael. Oh, cut that out. Chop. Cut that name
I
out.
didn't even hear what you said.
Cut that name out.
Good.
I didn't even hear anything.
I know, but still, well, that doesn't mean they won't put it in. The,
That means-
it's
No,
just
I
in
have
here.
I have in headphones. I can hear
Oh,
you.
okay. I'm trying to think.
Did you ever confront?
Oh yeah. Okay. For example, this bitch. I
Is that a
will call her
girl?
bitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
This girl is super freaking weird, and like she would always try to be my best friend in high school. My last 2 4-year relationships both cheated on me with her.
Damn. That's
She
crazy.
chases my relationships.
Is she hot?
She was obsessed.
Follows them.
No.
I mean, she's
Huh.
pretty. She's pretty, but like
No.
there's not that much different in a level of attractiveness. Like
Okay. So you're as attractive as she is.
No, she's ugly.
She's like
I don't know. I mean,
She's not attractive.
she's
Good.
I
easily.
feel like you're just a hater.
I will
I
just
am.
say. I will
She's a
just
little
say
rat
that
face.
she's easily available.
Sure. She throws herself at
She
people.
throws herself at
Gotcha,
people.
okay.
And
And
specifically only the guys that I talk to, which is so weird. And she also
Well, it's out of insecurity,
is
but
kind
yeah.
of
Obsessed with you.
well, no, she's also bisexual, and she would try to kiss me and stuff, and I swear that she literally did not want me to be with other people and like went and slept with everybody. But anyways, so for her, what did I
Interesting.
do to her?
Maybe she was obsessed with you and she wanted to end your relationships with those people so she could think that she could be with you.
Like in the back of her mind, maybe.
Right.
But yeah, I basically called her. What did I even say to her? I don't know. I definitely like called her and I was like, "Is this true?" And she said no, and I was like, "You're a fucking slut. Like, I do not ever want to talk to you again." Like, I was like I'll say something like, "You only did that because like you are insecure," different stuff like that. Like, I will list toxic traits that she has and immediately like lay them on the line so she knows. And, like, let
find
her
her
sit-
vulnerabilities and
Yeah,
attack
and like
them.
attack them like full on.
But it's like correct.
But it was like,
it's usually correct.
Usually correct.
yeah.
Correct.
It's like, right, like there's some honesty behind
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
It's just it doesn't need to be said.
Got it.
Right. And
But
I'm like a baby. I'll talk all that
also-
shit behind closed doors, but I would never say it.
Yeah. It's still said.
Yeah.
It's still said about that.
Uh-huh.
But no, I mean, I just like, that's also was what, 6 years ago that I
Yeah.
did that. So it's not like, it's been recent. Like since like my relationships have been out of my life, I really don't have any conflict. There's
Right.
nothing to be upset about. I just really don't deal with disrespect well.
That's ironic considering you're very good at it.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like, that's how I'm reacting. That's my toxic trait
Uh-huh.
is like
Yeah.
dealing with it that way.
Okay, what are your love languages from top to bottom?
What are they?
So physical touch.
In the bottom.
That's up there for me. That's one of my top.
I'd give it probably. How many are there? 5? Right?
words of affirmation, gift,
Acts of service.
Acts of service. And
I can't even remember.
You say quality time?
Quality time.
Okay, mine would be probably
Mine is like acts of service, I feel.
Yeah.
I
Acts of service number one.
Yeah, I like to.
Me too.
Well, this is like to do, not
So
receiving. This is giving.
Correct. So yeah, there are two different types. So
How-
one is giving, and then one is receiving. It could be the same, but for
Right.
both, for some people, or it could be different.
Yeah.
Oh, to give?
Yes. So sometimes what you give could be different than what you want to receive.
Okay. Mine would definitely be acts of service to give.
Yeah.
Like
same.
I go out of my way, even and gift giving. Like I love like thinking like strategically exactly like what they would like and like make their day easier, or like even like cleaning out their car, or like making food for them so when they come home it's all their favorite things, or like picking up their favorite things. Like I just want them to know that like even when I'm not with them, I'm still like thinking of them, and that like they're not completely out of my life. Not that I'm obsessing over it, but like I want them to know and feel supported and just
It's very nice.
Yeah, like that, like I know them, you know.
Yeah.
I'm also physical touch, but I also don't really care about PDA. Like if somebody doesn't like PDA, I'm not gonna like cry, but like and I'm not like over touchy, but like I feel like if I'm really close with someone, I have physical touch.
Yeah, I don't have physical touch.
You don't like it.
We've
just
hugged,
not
like,
your thing.
Or like
A handful of times, probably.
we hug sometimes.
I do not like it.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
like,
interesting to me because you seem like that. You seem like you're
lover.
sexually fairly active, but then you don't like physical touch.
Correct. I don't like the.
You don't like PDA public stuff.
No. No.
Interesting.
I think it's also with you, like depending on how close, like, and to like what extent. There can be like little PDA where it's like just like little like.
Like, do you like cuddling while you're like watching a movie with a guy, or no? You don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, sometimes, but like again, that's only when it's like it's just cuddling and like that kind of PDA. I guess feels very intimate, and well, it is, but yeah, I haven't.
Interesting. So
Haven't
what you've
gotten
done,
there.
you've mentally separated yourself from wanting to have feelings for someone and not wanting to have feelings for someone. And there's a very distinct difference.
Someone's therapy
Right,
session right
this is
now.
actually just
Fuck.
therapy. Ask him on the podcast. It's just therapy. I reframed the question. I didn't get it.
It wasn't a question. It was a
What
statement.
was the statement?
Essentially
I
suggesting
don't
that
want
you've
to like anybody.
No. You've set a set of rules in your mind where it differentiates when you're actually casually just wanting to be with somebody versus when you actually want to have feelings.
Right.
So then when you don't want to have feelings, you just cut off the things that might.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. Yeah. I've been, pretty cut off from
I feel like that's smart,
all of it, though. Because, like, I have the idea that, like, once I would meet and or hang out with somebody that I, like, know that I would want to see more seriously or, like, be in a relationship, like, I'll know that. So in that case is where I wouldn't.
You let your
be
walls
so
down
casual.
more.
Maybe. I'd try. I'd try.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Have you ever been to therapy?
No.
Why are you saying no like that?
It makes you wiser.
Not going to.
I told you. Finally, a girl agrees with me on this goddamn podcast.
Oh,
It's about time.
Here we go. Fuck.
No,
Do you go to therapy?
Yeah,
I feel like
no.
you don't even go to therapy.
No, it'd
there's a
definitely be
massive
good.
difference.
No, it'd definitely be good. I'm not saying I know myself very well at all.
Right.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so it would be good, but you're not going to do it still.
That's expensive. I don't want to pay for it.
Let's see.
And like make the time out of my week to do so.
Right.
I'm busy.
Your busy schedule dealing with 540 people.
Whole 9 to 5. One time I told somebody here, again, just LA culture. One time I told somebody here what I did. I was like, oh, I'm in property management. They were like, wow, a real job.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do they look down at you like peasant?
Right.
No, people
for
say
real.
that.
Yeah. No, I've gotten it multiple times actually.
That's funny.
But I like it. It gives me like the structure. I kind of like the 9 to 5 like a little bit just for that structure. And
You also
like,
have a great job.
having to wake up on time and free rent. So
Rafa, do you not get hit on at work? By sick people?
Or the other scientists?
I don't know. I feel like sometimes. I feel like people are like, don't come up to me.
Really?
Intimidating.
I don't know.
Especially for a hospital.
Maybe because you look like a child.
No, I don't think that's the case.
Hmm.
Do you wear like glasses and like nerd stuff when you're in your
Nerd
scientist mode?
stuff?
No, I don't know. I mix it up. I feel like I dress pretty casual. Like I like to look like I wear sneakers, jeans. Like it definitely doesn't look like a
child.
Cool
normal-
scientist.
No.
Like the trendy scientist.
Right.
I mean, you have to be a certain age to work there.
No, I understand that. But just because you are a certain age doesn't mean you look like the certain age.
I mean, I definitely don't have trouble getting attention, but at
I'm
the
not
hospital,
suggesting you. I would never
it's
never
not a
assume
young
such a thing.
I don't think I look young there. No, I mean they're young too. I see people my age. I feel like the older people hit on me more than the younger people, so it might be just like a comfortability thing.
Or maybe the younger people are intimidated by you.
That's what I said.
Probably.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I've already asked Raven this question, so not going to ask it again.
Great.
But we'll ask you the question, which you brought up in the beginning.
I'm scared.
Is the green bubble a red flag?
The Android.
Oh, yeah. Not like a red flag.
No, don't change your answer now.
Like, yeah. Just like why? Why do you want an Android?
Because it's better
Because you
In
want
what
to be
way?
cool.
in every way.
He wants to be
He
different.
wants to be different, yeah. Unique.
How though?
It's not wanting to be different.
That's
it's
the
just
same reason I knew that you were an Aquarius, weren't you? Aren't you?
Virgo.
Oh, Virgo. You?
I'm Pisces.
We don't.
I got you last time. I got you both of you last time.
You're Pisces? March or February?
March.
Let's go.
Oh,
18.
rising.
I'm 18 too.
Seriously?
That's
We have the same birthday?
That is crazy.
Wait,
Go.
I didn't know.
Let's
Remember
go.
you saying that.
Wait, that's so funny.
That's
I never celebrate on the
crazy.
18th though, because everybody's always hungover from St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So
What the fuck are you
What
talking
time
about?
were
We
you born?
literally celebrated last year.
That's because you guys planned it.
What
like
time were you
idiots.
born?
I have no fucking.
You don't know.
No,
She was born on 1, 2, 3.
It was fun.
that's crazy. It was fun, yeah.
That is cool. Wow.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
Insane.
You guys are the exact same.
Law of attraction. I don't know.
You are kind of the
universe
exact same
manifests.
now that I think about
Are
it.
we similar?
Huh.
I actually am avoidant in relationships.
You
Yeah.
are very avoidant.
And we agree on fuck
And
therapy.
he's
Just like-
he's actually stuck to his trauma like a fucking I don't even like skin. Just can't get rid of it.
Yeah, me too. That's why I keep getting fucked up.
Yeah, but my trauma isn't real. I don't have like real
That's-
trauma. Like,
that's-
oh, I was in war and like my best friend got blown up and
War
like his butt
flashbacks.
splattered in my mouth and I accidentally ate it or something.
We had another
War
episode where we
flashbacks.
specifically were talking about this, how he doesn't consider this a trauma, where in fact it is actually
What is
trauma.
it?
It's not
What is it?
Nowadays traumas. Have you guys heard of this thing? It's called seasonal depression.
Yep,
Yeah.
got
It's
it.
people
Sure.
like, oh, it's winter.
Again.
I'm sad.
Okay,
my
first
trauma.
of all,
My
as a
trauma.
scientist, if you're not getting all the vitamins and minerals that you do during a winter season, you are going to have less energy.
I think with women it is also more of a valid issue than it is with
That is
men,
true.
just
Yeah,
because
because men shouldn't
hormonally
have
you're
feelings.
Yeah.
no,
Men
no,
are
no, no.
strong.
No,
Yeah.
but I do think that hormonally you guys are a lot more. You guys have a lot more up and downs than men
I mean,
do.
of course, we can
So-
carry a
Sure.
whole
I'll take
another
it.
human being inside
use
of our
it as an
body. We have to
excuse.
be able to adapt, and
I don't know what's that got to do with anything, but
because you have to have more like hormones and chemicals and more things going on.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
She's a scientist, Mo. Are you a scientist?
no, but I don't know what's that got to do with
Everyone's a
anything.
scientist.
Everyone is actually.
I'm saying, like, of course,
I
things will affect us differently.
Yeah,
I just think for guys, it's like a useful skill to be able to ignore your emotions and stuff everything down
Mhm.
and then get to work. You know what I
Same.
mean? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, I don't think it's a problem unless you are like actually harming yourself in some way or harming other people. But I mean, like, if you are fine and you just don't really feel the need to bring it up and it didn't really touch you like that and you don't need to deal with it, or you're waiting to deal with it later, as long as you're not hurting other people or hurting yourself, then like it's fine. But if it's hurting you, then I feel like that's at a point where you should feel those emotions so you can get over it.
yeah, but the problem is
deal
he would
with it.
never admit that it's hurting.
It's because it's not. People think I'm just like harboring and I'm just like, I pushed it so far. I really don't feel any kind of trauma. I'm not like, oh, I want to say this, but like,
It's
I'm
probably
too
because you
scared
didn't experience trauma.
You're-
really.
you're
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You're-
Like, I had like a normal fucking upbringing with like,
Yeah.
Damn it.
just
You're
nothing
boring.
bad happened.
Boring.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I know, literally. Sometimes I wish I had more trauma so I
No,
could
same.
trauma
Well,
bond
that's
with
like
people.
also how I felt about my ex. I was
Same.
like, I feel like you're a shitty person because you didn't go through any trauma, so you're trying to cause trauma in your own life because you feel left out. So you're just gonna like use the expense of everybody else. So as long as you're not hurting other people, then you're fine. But if you're hurting other people because of it, then
The problem is that
you're traumatizing others.
he doesn't understand the definition of trauma.
Yeah.
The problem is you think that trauma has to be something so excessively obvious, where in reality, what lingers on is that if you're affected by the feelings of wanting to protect yourself in the future, when those situations come up, but the person has not done the same thing as the person who initially hurt you, that's what trauma is.
So you're saying, let's say, oh, I had a good childhood, but like when I was little, oh, like my mom hugged me too tight, and now I have trauma because her hugs were too tight, like that.
Let me explain it to you this way. Have you gotten injured?
Yeah.
Okay. You had ankle injury, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the definition of trauma.
Okay.
If the next time where you want to jump off a cliff,
Yeah.
the first thought in your mind is, oh shit, my ankle might hurt, that's what trauma is.
Yeah, but trauma's there for a reason. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, I broke my ankle last time I jumped off a cliff. Maybe I should stop jumping off cliffs.
But
Good thing
the
I
two-
have this trauma so I don't jump off the cliff.
Yes. But you could be jumping from like a curb to like, you could be jumping off a step and then feel those feelings. And that's what trauma is.
Yeah, so that's why you need to take the feelings, stuff them down, and be like, it's just a curb. It's not a fucking mountain, so I can jump off the curb.
Exactly.
Self-therapy.
Sure. However,
Self-therapy, there you
however,
go.
that doesn't mean that the trauma is not there. Just because, and if anything, it actually means that the trauma is there because you are trying to overcompensate by changing the way that you feel.
Well, the trauma's never going to go
Also,
away.
like,
You can't
even
get
like the more
trauma can-
knowledge,
Well, that's the
in
definition of
general,
trauma.
the
That's
more
why it's called
anxiety
trauma.
that you feel. Also, you can carry generational trauma. Like, we have literally proven science that like you can get like your grandparents, great grandparents, like trauma like passed down onto you. Like, if
Are you sure?
yeah,
That's why I
because
have war flashbacks.
because like let's say that you have the genes for OCD.
So I have nightmares.
Let's say you have the genes for OCD.
Okay.
But like someone in your family experienced some sort of like trauma, you could more likely express like having OCD and like other diseases because they experienced that trauma. So that trauma can like affect not directly like I'm going to remember exactly that like what happened, but it can have like a streamline of like affecting like your mental state or just like different traumas in general. That's why you see with like different groups of people having like different like mental illnesses and diseases that kind of surround off of like their ancestors having trauma.
I just think that like trauma is seen as this like bad thing. And I'm like, it's not really bad. It's a tool. It's there for a reason. Like we should use it as a tool to help us instead of like have the therapist get it all out of us. And now we don't have any trauma to protect us from the things and to make smart decisions.
But you
depends
need
how
to
you
know
deal
how to
with
usefully use it. Like in general, the more knowledge you learn, the more anxiety you're going to have. You're going to know about every single possibility, but that doesn't mean you should be worried about every single possibility every single moment. It's about like knowing when it's like proper to use that and have that feeling. So like if you're having trauma, like let's say he's using the example of like your ankle, like you'll want to feel that when you're going to jump off a huge cliff, but not when you're at a little step. Like it's about knowing like when it's actually that extreme and like knowing when it's good to like use those things. Like you can always, of course, keep it in the back of your mind. Your trauma is like what makes you you. But you don't want to sit in your trauma because like sometimes you need to move on. Like if something bad happens to you, it's like you can be sad about it and you can let it hurt you. But like, do you want all 100 years you might have lived to be surrounded by that one moment in time? Or do you want to like shed skin and move on and experience something else in like the short time that you have to be alive, you know?
An example of trauma negatively affecting a person is when they presume that every single situation in the future is going to bring about the same outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And that means you haven't learned from your trauma and you just have stuffed it down so far in your psyche that you're no longer processing it and you're just using it as a defense mechanism.
And it also like Like you're missing
Guilty.
out. You're missing out on something that might be really great for you because you're avoiding every single situation that might be similar to something that had hurt you.
I don't think so.
Like it just
though.
closes you off.
Like it's like, okay, like the worst like trauma I've been through is like the first girlfriend I dated cheat on me. After 3 years relationship, cheat on me. I asked her why. She said, "Oh, I just got bored." Like that was her reason.
Yeah.
So then my trauma was like, fuck this, I'm never gonna be boring again. And then I fucking worked on my personality until I was like fun.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got made fun of for being poor. So I was like, fuck you guys, I'm just gonna get rich as fuck.
Yeah.
So it's like, what if I go to therapy
I feel
and they
that.
take that trauma away and then I just become like happy?
Boring.
They won't. For me,
Boring.
okay, let's use the money example. Like, for me, there was like my trauma with like not having money and being scared about money and feeling embarrassed about not having money. And I have money now. And it's great because it's like, okay, yeah, that motivated me to have money. But after dealing with my trauma, I realized that that was nothing to feel bad about in the first place. And
But
I
aren't
wouldn't
you glad
change
you
like
felt
my
bad about that?
experience.
So now you got money? Like it worked.
I mean, I think either way I would have got money. It makes it easier to get money when you have money.
No, but I'm saying like it's way easier to make money when you have trauma about not having money, because then you're like, I'm sick of being a fucking broke boy who all the rich guys steal my girl. Now I got to get rich, so I cannot
mean,
be that guy. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
lucky to have made money, but not everybody's going to be lucky enough to make money. Like, people are going to stay poor, be poor. It's hard to make money. Like, we're lucky. So it's like, you also have to deal with that trauma and know, like, reflect on that that's not, like, the end of the world. Like, it's not something that should always affect you or make you who you are. Like, you're not your money, you know?
But I like, I actually miss kind of the days, like, because I've had money long enough now where I'm kind of like, I don't feel it as strongly. I kind of miss the days where I was like hungrier, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I get it, like fat people eat too, but like at some point I was just like, fuck, waking up every day, like 6 a.m., like, fuck this, I'm gonna like work super hard. Now, like, I still work hard, but like I lost some of that fire. I miss having that, you know?
Well, what if you started helping other people that don't have money and you got involved in a project that motivated you because you also want to help people feel
See,
that?
that's what I'm saying. I need some trauma to make me want to do that.
I guess.
Like, there's nothing like pushing me. There's nothing like hungering me to do that.
Why don't you?
Like, that'd be a good thing. I agree. Like, if I was like,
Well,
philanthropy
maybe
or
put
whatever.
yourself in a room though to see what other people are going through. Like, I feel like even witnessing other people's like poverty and situations. If you're an empathetic person, I don't know if you are.
I'm Pisces. So.
But that would still light a fire underneath you. Like, once you're around it, it's hard to ignore. Like, right now you're separated from it, but if you don't explore those opportunities, you never know.
Yeah, maybe.
So going back to the question that was never answered properly,
Yes.
is it a red flag?
It's a red
Oh,
flag.
okay. Yeah, I would
Just
definitely. So
kidding.
let's say I match with somebody on Raya or whatever, and exchange numbers, and I text and I get a green bubble. I will definitely have a preconceived eyebrow up.
Unless they're from a different country. I
Okay.
feel like that would be like
what,
more
what does
normal.
this
Yeah.
preconceived the eyebrow up say?
It's just like,
They're like the same price. It's not like it's like a different.
I just don't get why you'd have one.
You can't.
I just have a
FaceTime.
lot more technology.
Don't
Do you
get
like
it.
to FaceTime?
And that means I don't see eye to eye with somebody that would have one, which means I will not.
It's like
have a good
religion.
relationship, right? It's the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you FaceTime?
Yeah, on WhatsApp.
Like that's like
a whole nother app?
see,
I have
that's
to
like
download?
normal
It's
from
like-
like
Or on
somebody from
Instagram.
another country, but like I don't even know. Like
A lot of
that's
third
just-
world countries use WhatsApp.
First of all,
I know,
I'm
that's
every
what I'm
single
saying.
girl that I hang out with,
They
I
also
make them
translate.
download WhatsApp, even if they don't have it. I make them do it, and the reason for
They probably
that
already
is,
have it.
huh? They,
So they probably already-
some do, some don't. So that's it. And because if I have any sort of a personal relationship with you, I tend to have my communication on WhatsApp than I do regular text.
Yeah.
Just because I have a lot of random texts in my phone, and it kind of gets
Yeah,
away from
but-
me sometimes.
Yeah, I just
So-
think it's more work because everybody's using Apple, so it's like obviously people will do that for you, but it's just like an extra step. You have to download an app. It's not
It
that
reminds me
hard,
of, like,
but
Messaging people on Kick.
yeah.
It's like, hey, want to download Kick for me and I'll message over there?
I don't think it's the same
But
at
like
all.
you can't see when it's like red. and delivered and like just
Yeah,
stuff that might be useful.
I would
like,
never know if my text went through.
sharing
Didn't
location.
say delivered.
All my family
You could
having
share
my
location.
You can.
You
But you
have to,
can't do it with an
download
iPhone?
Google Maps.
Download
and then
Google
you
Maps.
can like
You have to
find the
download-
link.
Yeah,
and
like
go to,
you're
copy
making
and
everybody
paste
else
it into the
around you
chat.
have an extra step so you can be cool.
The problem is, even if I had an iPhone, I wouldn't have used Apple's technology because Google's technology is much better.
They always say that it's about the technology.
It is about the technology.
What is
Then it's
different though
not
that
though.
you're
It's
getting?
not.
I could multitask in places that you can't. There are things that I could do that you cannot. My
you
camera is
do
better.
those
That's
Why are we using
undeniable.
iPhone?
It's because of him.
But
Yeah. Caught.
3
Boom,
purple
roasted.
iPhones.
No, I mean it's because of him. You know, it has nothing to do with me. So
Whatever.
the reality of it is, yeah. I mean, it's my the phones that I was using first in the beginning, they were all Samsungs, and then we switched to iPhones because I went to North Carolina and my shit is over there. So
It's kind of like, okay, technically the car with the best specs is literally, you're not going to believe this, a Toyota Corolla. It's like the resale value is good. The gas mileage is good. It doesn't break down. That's the best car in terms of specs. So the iPhone is kind of like a Lambo. And then the Android is kind of like a Toyota
Nice and
Corolla.
flashy.
And there's nothing wrong with Toyota Corolla. You know, like you can have, like, that's a good car. Like it's a good, like.
I have one.
Oh, really? I thought
You know
had
this.
I thought you had something
Said your
else. for some
Samsung
reason.
is like a
I have
Toyota
Volkswagen
Corolla.
Jetta.
Yeah.
And he said,
Yeah,
I
I
have
thought you
one.
had-
I also have a
Oh,
Toyota
that's the
Corolla.
other one. Yeah, yeah.
You have an Android and a Toyota Corolla. Wow.
You have
They
the
go
stuff
hand
with the
in
best
hand, that's
specs. I guess.
true.
I guess you're
He's
right.
getting it for the perks.
Yeah.
And it
Right.
is fine.
Yeah, like I won't deny, I did see a good old commercial where you can like pick between a bunch of pictures and pick the face that looks the best. On like each, like you take a group picture, right? Somebody's got their eyes closed. You can like,
You know what, Bailey? You've talked enough shit where I don't even want you on my team anymore. So
That's
So
okay.
iPhone could have it.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, it's not like something like I'm going to be like, I'm going to stop talking to you over, but I'm definitely going to bring it up.
Yeah, you'd be like it could be like adorable.
You
like,
wanna get on a
"Aw,
family
you're
Oh,
plan?
you're an
cute."
Android.
Hey babe,
Kinda like
it's time
that.
for the next step. Let's get
Android.
on a family plan.
Let's get you
Let's
an
get
adult
Snapchat.
phone.
iPhone family
Yeah.
plan, honey.
And like, what do you use for your computer? And like, do you have an iPad, iPods? Like,
I
AirPods?
have a Mac,
Yeah, so it's
but I also
nice.
have.
You just airdrop something to your thing just like that.
I use Google Drive. I don't use AirDrop.
AirDrop's easier.
Google's nice though that you don't have to pay for any like Apple, like iCloud and stuff. You can just upload it for free.
Well, there depends how much space you have, but that's nor here nor there. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
So it's got
Really
some
appreciate
good
it.
specs.
You guys, oh yeah, great ones.
It's got great
You guys have been
Nice
fantastic.
specs.
We'll hopefully have you again soon once you have cooler, crazier stories.
Yeah, I don't got shit. I'm really unimportant. You should have asked anything before asking me
We've
to come
got a
here.
lot. We've got a lot more stories.
I feel like for as long as you're friends with Raven, you'll always have stories.
We have stories together.
We've done some things.
We've done some things.
Yeah, we'll get to it next time. Thanks for watching.